Hi guys, Howy here, and this is a Minecraft 1.8 villager breeder tutorial. Now, as you can see, we've got a little villager that's been breeded up in here, and we are going to show you how to do this in a moment. But I just wanted you to have a little look at it, and you can see it's working fine. It won't at the moment because the farmer of these two fools has done his crop chopping, so they're not loving each other at the moment. But this little baby will eventually, they run around like crazy, like we all know they do, and he will eventually run over here and drop into this stream because he will think that trapdoor there is a full block, because to the AI in the game, that trapdoor is a full block. So eventually he will run over here like this, pop, drop him, and then he will come down in to here, and then when he grows up, his head will hit the stream and he will continue swimming up until he reaches the platform, and then you can send him wherever you want off that platform. So let's get started. Right, one thing I want to say is this is a tutorial. It's nothing new. It has been around before. I can't remember whose original idea it was, but it is out there on the internet, so I'm not taking credit for the design at all. I'm just doing a tutorial on it. So the first thing we need to do is mark out a 9x9 area. And we'll just pop it in peaceful because we don't want all these idiots jumping around. So you might be doing this in an area that is, I don't know, on top of a mountain or whatever. If you are, then you'll need to fill the middle with dirt, okay? And then if you come 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 in again, that's the middle there, okay? And that needs to be taken out because we need to pop in there some water. Okay, because this is going to be a breeding area. This is where you saw at the beginning where the breeders are going to be. So the next thing we need to do is obviously going to be, we need to hoe this bad boy up. Okay, so once you've hoed it up, we need to grab ourselves some potatoes. And we need to go around and plant all these potatoes in, because with the new villager AI, they need to be willing to make the babies now, and for that to happen they need to feed each other and stuff. They throw the potatoes to each other to feed them, which makes them happy and love each other. And that's when the bow chickie wow wow moments can occur. So once you've done that, you can bone meal it, which I will do shortly. Making sure my microphone is in the correct position. We'll do that in a moment. But what we need to do now is, now you can either use a lily pad or carpet for this next bit, whichever is easiest for you. Just for the sake of it, I'll use green. So for the carpet, you need to make sure you put it on that lip there. You see, put it as if you're putting it next to where you've put the seeds, and it will go on there. If you try and put it in, it will just take the water away, so you don't want to do that. Or you can just pop a lily pad on top, and that is what I am going to use, the lily pad. So that is in, okay. But one thing I will say to you is we need to take out at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do that, and then we'll come on to this and we'll stamp it back down again. The reason for this is this area here is going to be where the babies drop into, like you saw at the beginning. So we need to get our trapdoor, okay, and pop that there and open it, so they will think that that is a full block, because that's what these silly babies do. And then we'll get some glass and we'll make it so it's only one high, so that only the babies can come in there. And then we need to grab ourselves some signs, okay, and we'll pop a sign down there. Now you can come further away if you want. It stops the baby trying to fight his way back, so we'll do that there, and we'll come up, and we'll just plop the water there, coming down to there, and then we're going to put some water there as well. And the reason behind that is when their head hits the water, that's where they'll swim up from. So the next thing we need to do is come around here and do a 2 high glass wall around. You don't have to use glass, by the way. You can really use whatever you want to, but I just like to use glass for tutorials, as from the ones that I've watched in the past, that's what everybody else seems to do, and it works well because you can see everything going on. You know, you can see it all working out. Okay, so that's that done. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to go 1 2 3 and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 bup, 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 bup. So you need to go 3 across and 7 down, so you're in here like this, and then go 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, and now this is where glowstone or whatever lighting you want to use in here will come in handy, because this is going to be the village. I know that sounds silly, but this little area here is going to be the village. So we'll grab ourselves some doors. You'll need 6 in total. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and then we'll need our first villager down here. Boop. Welcome. Goodbye. So this will now act as the village, and up here, this is very important, we're going to need a farmer. Oh, before I forget, make sure you pop that in there, so there's only 1 high there, so the grown-ups don't drop down there like a bunch of fools. So I am going to try and get us a farmer and a cleric are probably the best. What have we got? Fletcher. I don't want a Fletcher. I mean, a Fletcher might work, but I know for a fact that a farmer and a cleric will work straight off the bat. So I'm just going to try and grab those. What are you? Cleric. Go on, run off. Okay, so we've got our farmer. So our farmer and our cleric, they are very much in love. Well, they will be in a minute once the crops have grown. Pop, pop. So I am going to bone meal up this bad boy, and now as you can see, he's starting to farm up the land. Okay, now this is where the magic begins. Well, it should do. Ready for love, and here we go. Look, oh baby, there they go. They will do the loving. They're doing the loving, and they've made a little bambino. There you go. Look, straight away, straight off the bat, a little bambino cleric. Well, the looks of things. So this little bambino will eventually run around and end up falling in here, because you will think that's a block. So what we need to do now is we're going to build ourselves a little transportation for our little villagers. So we'll go bop there like so, and then this is standard in any kind of mob or villager transportation system. Oh, and now we go, and then has he gone down? I think he has, hasn't he? I think he has. Pop. He has. There he is. Pop. God bless his little cotton socks. So he is now. Why is? Totally meant that. Pop. So he is in there now, and he will grow up and he will swim through. up into here. These guys will eventually make another baby. I think you get one, something like one every 10 minutes. Now, on the tutorial or the thing that I saw that somebody had built, whoops, it had lighting across the top, and it was using glowstone. So I will do that now. We can add the glowstone lighting, but you can light it however you want, you know, depending on what you do with it. But what they did was they went 1, and they went 1, 2, then they went 1, and they went 1, 2, then they went 1. So, you know, it was like pop that in there, 2, pop, and then pop it in there like that. And then you had this little area in the middle which was just glass, and then this is just to basically obviously protect them from any nasties that could potentially appear in said place. But you can place it wherever you want. This isn't probably the best way of doing it. You should really start from the middle, but I don't really care. It's only for tutorial purpose. But you can do whatever you want depending on how you set up. I mean, you might want the breeding area to be you know, made out of stone around it. But yeah, as long as the top, so I think the top still needs to be open to the world for the village, but I don't think it does for these guys, if I remember rightly. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be for the breeders. So if we just hang on a moment and we'll wait for this fellow to grow. I missed the last guy. I killed him. So here's this guy. There we go, you see? He's grew up, he's flew up the flute, and he's living in there, hopefully happily ever after. And like I say, you guys can transport these fellows if you want. You can have them come up to there, and then have something push them across and drop down into a hole down there and something else. But look at the loving. Just look at the love that is occurring. They are making beautiful babies. There's another one. Meow. So guys, I hope you found this somewhat useful and helpful. Please comment, subscribe, drop a like. If you've enjoyed and it's been helpful, and please come back again. This is my first video on the channel, so hopefully it will make you want to come back. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.